I mean, maybe because I never saw Terry Tibbs, I don't have this. Wow, maybe he's some style icon I missed out on. It's like fashionista from the early 80s or whatever.
He's got a look. He's got a look. That's the point, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't wear them, but it's that's fine.
Can we just get them on Ted for a second there?
I mean, I personally wouldn't wear them. Yeah. But it's like soggy almost.
That sounds absolutely horrible.
It's fucking great, mate. Honestly,
they are good. I'll give you that.
I get like a semi just thinking of them. Like, what's his name?
It's offensive, man.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Just ignore it, Chris.
Look at us, all of us, right now. Whose advice are you going to take? Who do you reckon? I think we all know whose advice you're taking. Yeah.
Sometimes
the guy in the corner.
Just because some people
Talk to me.
Talk to me, Chris. Talk to me.
That's how we're going to...
Talk to me. Welcome to The Knockabout. We're a podcast, a football podcast, where we basically try and mix the passion you'd get in the Premier League with the sort of chat you'd get with your mates down in the pub. And it's all brought to you by LeBOM, the app where you can bet against your mates.
So here on The Knockabout, you can absolutely forget your typical punditry. We'll be talking about whatever's dominating your group chats, the highs, the lows of the Premier League, the laughs along the way, and quite frankly, just wherever this conversation may take us. And it can get pretty strange with the three of us.
Make sure to add us on your socials. Just search @KnockaboutPod. You can get in touch about anything. Get in touch via email, via WhatsApp. Send us messages on Instagram, voice notes, videos, pictures, whatever you want. Just search The Knockabout wherever you get your podcasts from.
So whatever you're up to, you might be dodging your team's relegation or, I don't know, dodging work. Let's get stuck in, shall we? Afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
Right, I feel like, to start off with, we need to have a little get-to-know-each-other section. And I personally feel like the best way to do this is finding out each other's fish and chip shop order. I think this is like the ultimate personality test.
We're going to judge each other
absolutely,
much now.
You do, though, don't you? You genuinely do judge someone on what they order at the chippy.
100%. And do you know what I love is like when you go down south as well and up north, especially in Liverpool, certainly it's a thing. It's like a chippy Chinese. Yes. So you've got your chippy and your Chinese in the same, and they are the best.
Right.
The best ever.
Sarah, we can't just skip past this, by the way.
Oh,
I lived in Liverpool for a bit, and the Chinese chippy is like the most specific Scouse thing ever. And then outside of Liverpool, it's just not a thing, is it?
No.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
So,
Ted's just confused already.
Very sad.
Imagine a normal chippy, but it's a chippy and a Chinese in one.
So your fish is getting battered in the same place as a spring roll's going in.
100%. And you go in and order like chow mein, you know, a bit of vermicelli, whatever you fancy.
What does it do to the sort of what does it do to the flavour palette of the fish?
I feel like the fish has a.
Go on.
I feel like it has a Chinese taste.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
To be honest, I've never, but maybe it's because I'm used to it.
Yeah.
But I tend to just go for the chips, if I'm honest. I'd avoid getting like a fish and chips and then a Chinese.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll get my Chinese from a chippy Chinese.
So is that your chippy order, a Chinese?
Yeah.
That can't be it.
Pretty much. Singapore vermicelli, I like to go for, or a special fried rice and salt and pepper chips. Is that also a Liverpool thing, salt and pepper chips, or is that like
that's not fish and chips.
Now.
That's a Chinese.
But that to her is a fish and chips. This is what I'm saying.
That's my
it's insane, isn't it?
My fish and chip order is a chippy Chinese all day.
I don't think that. Okay, that's not allowed. Surely for the kickoff of
no, but this is what we're talking about. This is the ultimate personality test. You chippy, and we're getting everything we need to know from Sarah in that section. I think.
Any Scousers listening, please back me on this. Chippy Chinese is the best.
Right, I'll give you my chippy order then. I am going. I mean, I've sort of got two. If it's anything that's not a pie, it's having curry sauce all over it.
Sure.
Or my usual order would be chips and like a steamed beef pudding.
What?
Okay.
You know those? What it looks like a pastry bag of pastry with meat in it, basically. Have you never had like a beef?
Making up like cuisines now.
Like a steak pudding. You never had a steak pudding?
No, I've had a steak. Hang on, I've had a steak pie.
No,
I feel
it's different. Pudding.
Look, maybe it's a generational thing because I'm the youngest person ever. But like,
Ted came out the womb 3 weeks ago. Yeah, right, hang on. No. Let me have a little look at this.
But a chippy is a chippy is fish and chips or battered sausage if you're driving. Oh. I don't know how. I don't know what these things are. But so
here we go. Steamed steak pudding. So it looks like an upside down pie.
Yeah, you've seen them surely.
And then
that looks like one of those puddings you get in a pot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like soggy almost.
It's a
That
pudding.
sounds absolutely horrible.
It's fucking great, mate.
It looks
Honestly.
They are good. I'll give you that.
I get
They
like
are
a
good.
semi just thinking of them. Like it is genuinely phenomenal.
It's disgusting.
These aren't actually doing it justice because it usually is like quite.
I don't think that can be done justice. That's
It's like a bit soggy, basically, and then gravy all over that with chips.
Yeah, no, horrible. Fish and chips is the point of a chippy. This is a ludicrous conversation.
Talking to the wrong people here.
No, he's a textbook southerner, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
don't
it.
deny
I was
it.
going
I
to say.
you never deny it. You've come up with all these random meals. You've brought up an entire Chinese. You've brought up this thing that doesn't exist. Basically, yeah,
It does
cod and
exist. It's
chip-
from the 1800s. That's the problem with it.
Oh mate, no. Haddock and chip because haddock's a bit more flavourful.
Southerner.
You've even got your proper which fish you're going for. And do you go or does your butler go for you? Which
No, he won't go there.
He's busy.
He's
Is he?
busy.
Yeah. All right.
You've spotted the corduroy then.
I don't get this. I've been being attacked.
I know. I like the
being
corduroy.
attacked.
The corduroy's a good look.
At least my shoes on from Mars. It's ridiculous.
I've been shopping as well, mate. I got some new sunglasses today.
Oh, yeah.
These are my new sunglasses. Weirdly, found them like on the floor in the shop. Right, so someone had obviously tried them on and then thrown them. This is the level of stuff I buy. Yeah. Somebody tries them on, throws them on the floor, and then I'm like, yeah, I love that. Actually,
I'll have it.
I wanted some sunglasses with like a yellowy tinge of the lens.
Yeah.
Right, for a while. Saw these, thought they'd be good. So I
Look
I
at
put them
that.
on. I sent a picture to my mate to ask him what he thought, and he just sent a picture of Terry Tibbs back.
Do you know what?
What's the Terry Tibbs? What's the line that he says? Terry
Talk
Tibbs.
to me.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, fast gas.
Sell
Talk to
used
me.
cars and ladders. That's you. You are Terry
Yeah.
Tibbs right there.
Here we
This
go.
again-
I like them though. You're looking sharp there.
This
Terry.
again is a point of reference for me because I'm the youngest person ever.
Oh, here we go.
Who the hell is Terry Tibbs?
Yeah, to be fair, you probably were about 14 when Terry Tibbs was
Easy.
on the telly. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wasn't allowed out at that point. Well, who's Terry? Who's Terry
So,
Tibbs?
have you ever heard of face jacker or phone jacker?
Yes,
He was a
I
character
have.
in that.
Amazing.
Right.
So,
Bo Selector.
esque. It's
No,
not
is
Bo
that different?
Selector.
Yeah,
it's
that's
different,
different though, yeah,
but it's
yeah.
a similar-ish kind of thing, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
In some ways.
Yeah,
So
no.
where are we going with the glasses? Yes or no? What are we saying?
I'm saying a big yes.
All right, okay.
Solid.
I mean, maybe because I never saw Terry Tibbs, I don't have this. Wow, maybe he's some style icon I missed out on. It's like fashionista from
He
the
is.
early '80s or
I
whatever.
mean, he's got a
whenever
look.
you
He's
were
got a
kids,
look.
but-
He's got a look. That's the point, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't wear them, but it's that's
That was
fine.
such a
Can we
sweet
just
way
get
of,
them on
of
Ted
going
for a
round
second
it.
there?
I mean, I personally wouldn't wear them.
Yeah, the sort of well, my reference point would be Tony. They're quite Tony Stark. If you've seen Avengers, yeah, because that's what all the cool kids were watching when I was growing
Avengers.
up.
Right,
Avengers, you
okay.
watch that?
No, I haven't. no.
I haven't either.
That's crazy. They're really big movies.
Right, the important bit is out the way. Chippy orders boxed off. I think that's what I need to know before I go any further in any relationship, basically. So obviously, Ted, big Plymouth Argyle fan,
Yep.
lifelong.
Yep.
You don't go to Plymouth Argyle later on, do you? In life?
No, it's not.
Glory.
No one seeks solace in Plymouth Argyle football. Club.
Actually, I bet you got a few when Rooney went. I bet there was a few people looking for their scores week on week at least.
Oh yeah. We have none of that now. We really don't. Yeah, that was a mad era because people literally came to see Rooney.
Where were you? Where were you with it? Were you pro Rooney or were you?
Loved him. It's a shame it didn't work out. I loved Rooney. He was awesome. It was so awesome. Wayne Rooney lived in Plymouth and went to Plymouth Argyle.
And went to
football club.
karaoke.
He went to karaoke at the cider press. He'd drink in the Dolphin, which is one of the best pubs in the country. And he would just be Wayne Rooney around and about Plymouth. What an awesome. And when we won, when Rooney was there, everyone shouted Rooney like that in Plymouth. It was an awesome thing. And then it all went wrong and it was a disaster. But it wasn't all his fault.
And, you know, it happened. You can always live with the memories.
That is the thing. If you've had someone like Rooney there, it's like, do you remember Rooney was our manager?
Yeah, it's nuts, and also because he was pretty like I remember I went to visit some friends in Amsterdam and we did the Heineken brewery tour,
Yeah.
and you can put a name on a bottle, and I was like I'm gonna get Rooney on this and give it to him to say thanks man for choosing Plymouth. It's one of the simpiest. I was a simp for Rooney, man.
Did you give him the bottle?
No, he got fired.
Oh, no, that's
missed out.
so-
Could have been a leaving gift, I guess.
Speaking of times where you'll always have the memory, though, I think we've spoken about this a little bit before. Ancelotti at Everton,
Yeah.
being effectively a fever dream, wasn't it? It's one of those ones where you're like,
100%.
You're there going, wasn't it great when we had Rooney? I think Evertonians are like,
Did we?
did we have Ancelotti? Did that
100%.
happen?
That's the most bizarre thing and it was amazing while it lasted. I mean, for all like 18 months or whatever. That was the maddest time, and every week being an Everton fan and around the club feels mad. But we had Carlo Ancelotti, James Rodriguez was playing for us, and absolutely just being the star that he is. Carlo's there with his eyebrow raising up and down, cool as you like, score a last minute winner and everyone's going mad, and he's like, that famous gif of him blowing on his hot coffee. Mate, I know, that was the bad time to stutter on my words, coffee. St. Lucas behind there. But yeah, we did have Carlo Ancelotti. Things are going good now with the Moy sire returning, but to have had Carlo Ancelotti,
but did
the
he ever
weirdest
get
thing.
to the bottom of why he came? Like,
I don't know. He must have been promised that.
I know.
shit
Surely
ton of money.
something was going on. Like,
Could he not just love the Mighty Blues?
I don't think so. I don't think
Do you know what
I don't
the
think
funniest thing is? Don't think anyone. Careful there, Plymouth. Careful there, Argyle. No, he literally, there's Crosby Beach in Liverpool where there's these like Iron Men in the sand, like loads.
Yeah.
It's like these famous sculptures. And he just famously said like he loved Crosby Beach and
Really?
Iron Men. So he didn't really come for the football. He just
so
came
funny.
for
Came
the
to the
beach.
beach day out.
Yeah.
What about you? What's the maddest thing? You're
I mean,
a Manchester United fan.
I'm a United fan. We could do with some fever dreams, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, our dreams now have become so low. It's like finishing 7th with the manager staying all season. That is basically where we're at.
Do you feel though that the banter era has been a bit of a fever dream?
So I feel personally, and I know this is quite contentious, I know a lot of United fans won't agree with me on this, but I feel like we need to lean into the banter era. I feel like that we need to go, we're a shit club, accept it. You know, if you get to the fourth round of the FA Cup, great. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's all you want.
The more you
And
fight it, the harder it'll
absolutely.
be.
And just go for the memes. Just be there
Yeah.
for the memes.
Hard agree.
Because I had a season ticket during some pretty shitty times as a United fan. Van Gaal era. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was... The highlight of that was when he pretended to fall over that time.
Yes, and he called Chris Smalling Mike.
Yeah.
That was also good.
That was literally it. And now you'd take those things as like the best thing of your season. At the time, it was like, oh, we're in a really shit place. This is terrible.
Yeah.
Now, your manager pretending to fall over and then getting the name of a footballer wrong would be like... it would see you through another season, wouldn't it? You'd be like, "Oh, I'll follow the football again."
Because
Yeah,
it was
that's fine.
then it was sad because you were doing well, but
That's
now
what I
'cause
mean.
it's a sort of base level.
Yeah.
It's like, oh well, actually we didn't know how good we had it. Van Gaal was hilarious. There's also that conference where he was like Louis Van Gaal's army, and he did his own chant.
no,
Like, it
don't,
was
I can- yeah.
awesome.
He had that Dutch thing as well, where he sounds like he's doing a
He was
fake
from the
Dutch.
Netherlands.
Yeah, he's from the Netherlands, but he's got like he almost sounds like he's got the Steve McLaren thing going on. Do you remember when Steve McLaren did the Dutch accent?
Yes.
I always think now, since you hear that, all Dutch people sound like they're putting on an accent. So it's like,
So
yeah,
true.
hello, a bit Sean Connery, basically.
So we're all victims of the social media rabbit hole at the moment. I think that's fair to say. I'm currently doing a show at the Edinburgh Fringe, Ted Milligan United, 9:45 p.m. Pleasance Court, your
Never miss a plug.
Never miss a plug, mate. Tickets are so available, I can't even begin to describe how available they are. Feel free to pass in if you got one. And in my little student accommodation hotel, I'm kept up by a karaoke night next door. Last week it was Sam Smith.
that.
Not.
Was he
them.
there?
No,
Them.
they
They.
weren't.
Were they there?
They weren't, but someone was trying to be. And so instead, I just get on my phone, I look through social media, go down the rabbit hole, and I'm up till 6 a.m. very happily, sleeplessly looking through football memes. What have you guys seen this week?
So
made
this
you
is
laugh?
this is genuinely a great one for me because I have sort of adult relationships that are based on football memes every week. Just, you know, we don't speak. Like, me and my best mate, we don't chat anymore. My wife will be like, "Oh, how's Callum doing?" And I'm like, "I've no idea," but he sent me 40,000 memes this week.
I know how Callum Hudson-Odoi is doing that.
And some funny stuff that's been going on in his personal life. So the one for me this week has got to be, it's been dominated by Jack Grealish. I think the best memes actually were just before he signed for Everton.
Yeah.
And when he was doing his medical, there was a beautiful one that went around and this for me is what AI should be used for, because you know what I mean. I feel like we're going to be talking about AI in a few years, doing some dangerous and evil things. But for now, it's pictures of Jack Grealish and David Moyes having a load of pints at a medical. And that for me, that's the dream, really, isn't it?
It's great this because to make that, there's it's killed like 4 trees.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Yeah,
now
yeah.
there's just a picture of David Moyes and Jack Grealish having 8 beers.
And they've actually done quite a good Moyes
That's
there.
way
but, the Jack Grealish could be sort of any League 2, League 1 footballer with that haircut.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what though? I've seen some shocking ones where AI, like, they look just that little bit off, like the eyes are a bit too
scary.
and it's really not like
Too many
it's
fingers.
not nice.
Yeah.
Man.
Always
like,
dodgy, isn't
so
it?
it's not a bad likeness really compared to some of them I've seen, but yeah, I mean
So
I like to think that's what actually happened as well.
Here's a question off that then, because I don't think Moyes is a pint man in my head. I think he's
Wine.
a glass of
Red
wine man.
Red
Wine.
wine
I think,
guy.
I think he's red wine. I know he's red wine as well because in the back of the Gary Lineker podcast during the Euros,
All right.
where there was quite often quite a funny thing where he'd be like to the other people having dinner, like, I need to do my podcast now, go sit over there. So I'm like, okay, no, it's actually just me and my friends. You can sit over there. They would sit in the background and it's him and who was the other one? It might be Thomas Frank having just wine in the background. You could see them having a load of drinks and getting kind of, Larry in the background. I think Moyes was on the wines. And while they go like, oh, England are having a disaster or whatever. But I would say that I don't think, if you're talking about pints, if it was Everton under Deitch,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
then
Pints.
that would double the amount
Pints
of
are
pints.
flowing.
That is
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Is he the most pints manager?
I would say he would only sign a pint player.
Yeah.
Josh. Do you know what I mean? If a player turns up, like we've done the chippy chat today, I think they walk in for the medical and he goes, "What you drinking?"
Yeah.
They say gin and tonic. He's going,
Get
"Well,
them.
we'll
I
see
think
you
that's why
later."
he doesn't like Patrick Bamford, because Bamford is 100% gin and tonic. Bamford's 100% passion fruit martini.
Yeah, he
Yes.
on
is.
draft.
Yeah.
And or something a
Sex
bit
on the beach.
Or,
He's having
or
something
he's like a
that.
nice light lager, but
Yeah.
like a half to get the day started, sort of thing.
Right, who's next?
Now. Hey!
So
Hey! Have a fucking word with him
this
then,
is
man!
I love Neil Warnock, and this is like, it says something like, I'm not going to let the football... What's it? Lucas, can you read the exact words? Because I haven't got glasses on. Can I borrow them glasses?
It says, I barely let football affect me. 3 minutes in.
Yeah. And
shouting
Neil
and
Warnock,
screaming.
hey, ref, you fucking... And I love that for many reasons, because that is me, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm watching the football, I'm a beast. Like, you try, and I really should behave myself. But it just does something to you, doesn't it, football, I think, like animalistic. And Neil Warnock, by the way, he is a living legend, a living meme. I just think the man is so funny.
Plymouth Argyle legend as well. No, I will
There you
cap my
go.
Plymouth Argyle references to 5 an episode, but he's absolutely loved in Plymouth. Absolutely loved. Like he's proper. He got us promoted and then was fired, and no one knows why. And he's always, every time a manager gets sacked, it's always bring back Warnock, bring back Warnock. We love him. Bring back Warnock.
There's those beautiful videos whenever he whenever he gets a new job, he's always seen like cycling around the town and stuff, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just like because he's getting on a bit now, isn't he?
He's late 70s.
Late 70s, but he's always just like in a tracksuit cycling around and stuff.
This is basically just a chance for us to whinge and bitch about some stuff that's been winding us up, or just have a little chat about whatever has been dominating our WhatsApp group. So what have you got for me this week, lads?
Well, I thought we could maybe do, because it's holiday season, everyone's going on holiday. Not Ted, because he's in Edinburgh. Apologies. And obviously, we've got the whole Jet2 thing going around at the minute.
Oh, God.
I thought we'd do best footballer to go on holiday with.
Yeah.
There's a few different ways we could go with this. I think there's definitely footballers I'd like to go on a lads' holiday with. I also think there's some decent footballers I'd like to do a bit of like travelling with, a bit of culture.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
I think Declan Rice would be a nice one to just go interrailing around Eastern Europe with.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Because, as you say, there's different types of holiday for different people.
Yeah.
Like, there's a sort of like, who do you think would be quite good? For example, if you went to Vegas, who do you think would be
Rooney.
good in that? Rooney. See, I
Rooney.
think Rooney. I think Rooney would lose. I love that man. Obviously, simp for Rooney, but I think
I'm coming back to Grealish.
yeah, for Vegas,
Grealish for Vegas, yeah.
maybe I'm thinking of winning like too much. At
Okay,
the card game.
so instead of I'm just thinking about going and having a great time, you're actually literally going who's good at gambling.
Who's
Yeah, I
going
was
to win
thinking
me
who's
loads of
gonna-
money?
Yeah.
Well, because if it's gambling, obviously, there are a few people that have been done for it a couple of years ago. Yeah, Sandro Tonali or something. But like, I don't
That's
know.
a shout there.
But I don't know. If lads' holiday, I always remember everyone used to say, I used to work on a podcast, and every footballer used to go, funniest footballer, best holiday mate, Bobby Zamora.
Oh, really?
And then I met him, and I don't know if I'd fully agree, but maybe that's just because me
Tell
and
us all.
Bobby, me and Bobby don't have that vibe yet. But I'd very happily go on holiday with Bobby Zamora, I think.
That is just something I would pay good money to see. Like, that should be a documentary.
Yeah.
Ted and
He
Bobby.
does a fishing show. Bobby
Does he?
Zamora. So maybe I'll go on a fishing holiday. Yeah, it's really weird. It's on Channel 5. It's him and this guy I've never heard of. And they go fishing. I watched like 20 minutes of it. It was quite captivating, to be honest. But
Wow, yeah. It genuinely sounds it.
this
And
is
that's not
Bobby
even-
Zamora fishing
Yeah.
and not telling that many anecdotes about his career. I was kind of like, oh, well, maybe he'll talk
You're
about
expecting a
QPR.
bit more.
Yeah, I spent the whole thing being like, I want to hear about his career. And he'd be like, so this trout is huge. And I'd be like, wow, all right, man, cool, whatever.
All right, if we go down, because if we're doing a big debate on the best footballer to go on holiday with, let's look at like family holidays. I'm going with the Bellinghams.
Yeah, maybe.
Family holiday, yeah.
Very tight-knit
Well
family.
behaved.
Look, yeah, quite clean and clean cut and all that sort of stuff. Nice guys. Mum and dad are always on the scene.
Yeah. And they got good and they've got good visas for Europe. So they've got Germany and they got Spain.
Yeah, sure.
So you can do a nice little interrail tour, see some culture.
I'm expecting some sort of villa, sat around the pool,
Family
with,
pool.
with the Bellinghams. That I think that'd be my shout for a family holiday with the Bellinghams. I guess the other sort of famous football families, you'd maybe looking at the Beckhams.
Yeah, but only one of them's a footballer.
Yeah.
In the sense that like I mean the Nevilles would be maybe
that's a good
quite
shout.
boring.
God, I think that'd
Hard
be
work.
very competitive. I think you'd be on the beach playing volleyball, and they'd be sort of
They'd
really
want to win.
hammering each other.
Do you remember when they were both like Phil Neville was captain Everton and Gary
Yeah,
Neville
yeah.
was captain in United, and they were walking out like ahead of the Everton. It was at Goodison as well. Narrow. I think it was
Yeah,
Goodison.
it
Like
is,
narrow
actually.
corridor, and like they just won't. You can tap that rivalry, that twin. Like they just won't even look at each other. It's like
it's mad, isn't it?
it's dead funny. Like I liked it though because
It's
it was
hilarious, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can just tell like after the game as well. They're a bit. Oh yeah, I thought
Gary
it was
Neville
priceless.
has lightened up a bit since being
Yeah,
on
he's
Sky.
quite funny,
and
isn't he?
I think he's alright. He's good. I have a theory that Phil Neville is the maddest dog in the world after like one shot. I have
Oh,
a theory
really?
that he is so because he's so like
Cardboard. He's complete wood,
complete.
isn't he?
And
Yeah.
I feel that's because he's really like trying to hold back the
You
the
know,
The animal
within.
inside.
He's got the demon within
And
him.
he's like, so if we're going back like Vegas, and if he moved out to Mecca, if he has like a couple of sambucas,
Yeah.
and he's suddenly karaoke,
Tie around
running
his head,
around,
trashing the place.
feel- prove me right or wrong very happily, but I feel you could do a stag
Phil
aloof with
Neville's-
Phil Neville, and he'd
Phil
not
Neville's
be able
a loose bastard after one shot. That's what you said.
So
I'm
you're
I
not
feel
going-
like there's so much like he's either that or bed after a pint, and I feel
I think
like,
it's bed after a
Yeah,
pint.
I
I'm
do.
not going to
Oh,
lie.
yeah.
So you're going Vegas with Phil Neville.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't.
No?
That's such a
Sorry, that's-
curveball, that isn't it?
He's
I'm
getting-
either going fishing with
Yeah.
Zamora or Vegas with Neville. Those are my two options.
Well, I think now I'm at the age like I am. One, I don't drink, so when I've been to Ibiza in the last few years, and I just do like the nice, old town, and it was lovely, old town stuff. Some of my mates were going out. Me and my other mate Hannah were just chilling in the villa, like the parents of the villa, which was really really nice. So anything wild wouldn't be for me. So I'd either go. I couldn't say James Milner because I think he's too much. Sorry, Jay. I think he played for them as well, and I think he's too much. I would go Declan Rice because anything I've seen of Declan Rice, he just seems like such a nice guy. And I got severely sunburnt last week, very bad. I feel like he's the kind of guy, he would be like, "Oh, you're right there. Do you need some sun cream?" He wouldn't let me burn.
He's remembering
He
the
wouldn't
sun
let me
cream, is what
burn.
you're saying.
He would. And if there wasn't any,
You're going directly for who's remembering sun cream.
100%. Oh, I've showed you a picture of my sunburn
yeah,
before,
it's
didn't I?
actually horrific.
I honestly thought
Never
I was
heard
going to
of
be
sun cream.
hospitalised. So for me, I'm going safe hands. I'm going Declan Rice, factor 50.
I'm gonna go for such a rogue one.
Go on.
okay.
More
I'm
than
gonna
Phil
go-
Neville.
I'm gonna go Butlins with Willian.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah,
Rogue.
I just say I would like to do the most. I was thinking, who's the most random guy that would have probably got Butlins is awesome. Me and Willian and Butlins. I don't know.
Brazilian winger Willian.
Yeah, 38,
Butlins.
38 years old.
Yeah.
I think.
Is he still playing?
Yeah, just no, he's just left Fulham, hasn't he? He was
Has
just
he?
at Fulham
Of course,
last
yeah,
year
he
for
was
the
at
second
Fulham last year.
stint. Yeah,
He'll be at
he
Plymouth.
scored all the London goals. He was very welcome. Willian, if you want to come down to Plymouth, feel free to get involved in
Throw in a
Cleverly
weekend
Ball.
in Butlins.
Yeah. Throw in a weekend.
And a Wigan pie, Wigan kebab waiting for you when you sign.
So I'll do family holiday with the Bellinghams.
Right.
I'm going quite a nice time in a villa with a pool.
Yeah.
You're going for
I'd go Declan Rice somewhere like,
cultural, bit of culture.
yeah, I would say so. Maybe like Rome or something,
Yeah.
you know? Bit of
And-
exploring.
And you're going Butland's.
I'm going
with
Butlins with
Willian.
William.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Works.
that's
Based on absolutely nothing, except I think that'd be an incredibly funny holiday conceptually.
The memes, people will post photos and they'll be like, is this AI?
They'll be like,
William
yeah,
at Butland's.
check his fingers. Let's
Yeah,
see what
yeah,
he says.
yeah. How many fingers has he got?
Well, let us know where you stand on the big debate. Who would you go on holiday with? Which footballer would you go on holiday with? Or would you choose Butlins with Will.i.am? Will.i.am?
I'll go with Will I Am. Will I Am.
That's a new one in there
That's
as well.
great.
Not a footballer, but Butlins with William. Would you go to Rome with Declan Rice? Or would you just go on a nice family holiday with the Bellinghams?
That's a missed opportunity for an announcement video.
Will
if
I
they
Am.
never did it
Yeah.
with William. Will I Am.
Will.i.am. That is, isn't it?
Surely they got to have done like a I got a feeling,
Yeah.
announcement
Yeah.
video. I love the Black Eyed
Plymouth.
Peas. Have you ever
Oh,
seen...
turn him round on the voice, the chair on the voice.
Yes,
Turn him round
yes,
and it's
yes.
William.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Black Eyed Peas live in Manchester for the One Love concert in Manchester, which is obviously the thing that Ariana Grande organised after the very tragic arena bombing. She organised this One Love Manchester concert, books the Black Eyed Peas in Manchester. The whole thing's at Old Trafford in Manchester. It says Manchester everywhere. The Black Eyed Peas come out and they go, "Hello, London!"
No.
It's amazing.
That is
Off a
like...
private jet straight into the.
Yeah.
Straight
And they
into
double
the,
down and they say, "We're sending love to Manchester from London
Oh,
tonight."
no.
Brilliant.
God,
Look at
that's painful.
And then they do "Where Is the Love."
That is like that, American thing of like...
My balls have gone back inside.
My
Horrific.
toes. It's like that is that thing of like Americans or something like UK is London.
Yeah, just
in
London,
it like
innit? Yeah.
Manchester. No, we're sending love to where? To Manchester from London.
Unbelievable.
Where is the love? Oh my god,
Big
no.
sign that says Manchester.
Yeah, that's pretty painful. That, but yeah. Let us know where you stand on the big debate. Who would you be going on holiday with if you could choose? Drop us a little voice note or DM on our socials at KnockaboutPod.
Pick a holiday. You've got to go type a holiday, and then we'll go who you're going on it with. I think that's specific, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, time for half time. We are going to have a little change in the dressing room. I'm going to get the hairdryer out, the only time I get to use it. Other than that, we will be back in the next section. We're going to raise a toast to someone in the next section, and we're also going to do some Premier League predictions on the LeBOM app, the app where you get to bet with your mates. Right, welcome back to the second half of the Knockabout podcast.
And we thought the best way to kick off the second half will be to raise a toast. So every week, aptly named Raise a Toast, is a section where we are going to be crediting someone who deserves a little bit of recognition, whether that be a player, a manager, a club, a team, a celebrity, basically anyone. It could even be one of you guys. So has anyone got any suggestions for
Yeah,
this
just
week?
a big cheers to someone. There was a video that I saw this week that I think needs some recognition. So, big Ange Postecoglou. Obviously, last season at Tottenham, Tottenham, the worst club you could possibly be involved with. I think, I think that's a fair thing to say.
The maddest season a football club has ever had. Tottenham's last.
Nuts.
Champions League Tottenham.
Yeah, absolutely
Trophy.
nuts. Anyway, he obviously wins the Europa League. Always wins something in his second season, and then goes off, gets sacked by Daniel Levy. Fair enough. And it just seems like he's not wallowing. He doesn't even look like he's trying to get another job. He's just eating loads of steak in Greece at the minute.
I just think, I was looking at this as well. I mean, he rocks so hard. He's such a dude that rocks and always has been.
See, I can't tell whether he's. I'll let you finish that, but I can't tell whether he is the dude that rocks or whether he's David Brent. He
rocks.
flip flops between the two. Go on. Why does
I'll
he
tell you
rock?
why he's a dude that rocks. Firstly, perhaps maybe if he was British, he'd be David Brentian. But there's something about his like Australian banter and the way he acts. I'm like, he's kind of just awesome. And he also, because he had this insane, I think in terms of his 2 years in the Premier League, and I hope there are more. On my Football Manager save at the moment, he's taken over Everton.
Great.
Don't know if
Oh,
that's
wow.
that
Big
says-
up, big Ange.
It's a fever dream waiting to happen.
yeah. Finished second. Anyway,
Yeah.
to my Tottenham team. But he had a thing where he was like, He had that first season where everyone went, "You're mad, you're playing insane football," and everyone went, "But we love it. This is fun as hell."
Yeah.
Then everyone turned and went, "You are genuinely clinically mad. Stop doing this." And then everyone went, "No, hang on, he's onto something again. This guy's a genius." And then everyone went, "No, hang on, this guy's not. What are you doing? You need to stop." And then he won the trophy, and everyone went, "Hang on, he's a genius." And then he got sacked, and it's just a mad process. So I think he should just vibe out.
Well, this is it. This is why I want to raise a toast to him, because he's in one of those mad steak restaurants where they cut it up, stick it on the end of a big knife, and then feed it to your face. But he looks like he's enjoying it. He's having a great time. And whilst this is going on, Spurs are still being Spursy. They're in is it the Super Cup final? It's the Super Cup final.
It's a Super Cup.
2-0 up, and then they get down to 2-2 and lose on penalties. The most Spursy end ever, and Angie's just there lying on his back, getting fed grapes and steak in Greece.
You can imagine him watching it, just going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that was never the problem.
You know exactly what we said. We go, mate.
Yeah,
not so easy, mate, is it? In a trophy, pretty hard.
I agree. I think Big Ange is just. It might be one of those where it's different. If he was managing. Mind you, he won a trophy. I wouldn't say no to that. No. But, I know Spurs fans, it was up, down with him. They're in the Champions League now, which is just...
I never think that's fair as well.
No, it's mad.
Because the new manager, he's not got them there, and he gets to enjoy that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think they should be allowed to have a new manager in the Premier League, but they have to have Ange in the Champions League.
Yeah, that's great. But that's actually weirdly probably perfect, because he would win. I think Ange would be a perfect international manager.
Yeah,
he would. Well, I guess he was for Australia.
He's a cup manager, isn't he? Yeah,
he's a cup manager. He'd be unbelievable. I think I would have him as manager of the England team right now, and I don't care how angry everyone gets. If he turned up, we would win the World Cup. We would win the World Cup so easily.
So funny.
I would genuinely bet £300, which is the most I can afford to at the moment. Which actually, I can't even afford that. That's crazy. I would like £10. I would put £10, which is probably the most I can afford, on us to win the World Cup if Andrew was our manager.
All right.
You've shown your cards there now. You could afford £300.
£300. I need to stress, I cannot afford £300.
Now we're going to hold you to that, mate. Stick it in the pot. Right, yeah. So that's for me. Are we agreed on that? Raising the toast.
100%.
Ange Postecoglou.
I love it.
I can't even say his name. But
Fed
he's
steak by a knife in Greece all day.
while Spurs have been Spursy.
Yeah, 100%. So let us know what you think about Big Ange. And obviously, if you have any suggestions for who we should be raising a toast to next week, then drop them in our DMs or on social media at KnockaboutPod.
Right, now it's time for your shout, where we hand the mic over to you, and you get to ask us anything you want advice on. I don't know why you'd want our advice, but
I'm excited about this, though.
Yeah?
Same.
Yeah.
You are?
It's like agony ant vibes.
I don't
innit?
want to ruin someone's life immediately, episode 1. So here's one from Chris.
I've been in the lads' football club group chat for 6 years. That's longer than most of my relationships, and to be honest, the commitment's been more intense. It's football, plus every single half-baked rumour about transfers, plus banter that would get us all fired in a heartbeat. Grainy Snapchat screenshots of someone's pint that apparently tasted unreal. The thing is, you can't mute it. I've tried. You mute the group chat for 8 hours, and it feels like you've bought yourself peace. And then you check your phone and you've got 184 unread messages. I've been thinking about leaving for ages. Not the polite, lads, I'm busy, won't be replying much kind of leave. An actual exit group. But you can't just do that, not with these lot. The moment you leave, they screenshot it. They tag your name. They write eulogies like you've died in some tragic accident. It's social suicide. Please, save me.
He sounds like, as he's speaking, someone's holding him hostage.
I'm going to put my my therapist glasses on for this one, because I feel like we need to deep dive and get serious.
Absolutely.
I don't get why I'd want to leave the chat.
Oh, come on.
They're having fun.
Right. I don't want to cast aspersions, Ted. Are you in any all-male football group chats?
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
But do they go off and the ones I'm in just go off and suddenly, like he says, there'll be 174 unread messages. You can't be bothered going back through to check if anything's important, and then it's that thing of like, if you have the notifications on, it's just pinging on your phone constantly. It's a pain.
I
would say that the positives are there about one day a week, and the rest of it is just a
On
pain.
Saturdays,
That's it.
You have that 2 minutes where you actually feel sociable and like want to reply, and then you're like, I've had enough now, and it's overwhelming. Mute chat, no?
My football chat is the perfect level. I've got one separate chat for international tournaments.
Oh my god!
So we do a sweepstake
great.
for that. So that's quite good because that's on the back burner until about
That's so organised.
June.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
I wish
you gotta
my
be.
life was as organised.
It's
as...
perfect. And then I've got one which is just with 3 friends of mine who all support the same team, but I don't support them and I'm in it for some reason.
Who do they support?
They support Fulham,
Oh,
obviously.
So you're in a Fulham chat.
I'm in a Fulham chat. Well, it's technically Fulham and Argyle, but I am the only Argyle, so they're all Fulham.
You're outnumbered,
So we got
yeah.
that.
Are they
but
coming to Butlins with Will.i.am?
They absolutely
Yeah,
are.
okay,
They
yeah.
love William. He's awesome.
Will.i.am.
And then I have one which is my Plymouth Argyle group chat, which is me and a bunch of 60-year-old men. So they don't message that much, and when they do, it's got a lot of typos. There's
Just
a lot of links,
thumbs up.
a lot of links that are very dodgy, and a lot of I didn't mean to send that. So I can normally ignore the 100 messages.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's quite good. And then I've got another one with another mates from my five-a-side team, and that's perfect. It's the right amount. Each one's categorized, so maybe I've done this quite well. Here you go. Go into the chat, work out the people you really want to talk to football about, and casually bring up a splinter group.
Oh, splinter group.
And then put that on the side. You don't need to tell the others. You can make it for a specific. Say you're going out for a Chinese chippy or something, and be like
Chippy
okay,
Chinese.
Yeah, chippy Chinese. Okay,
Thank
sorry,
you.
I apologise. Or whatever. Or go like, okay, we're going to do this and make it for that. Or be like, oh, one time we went to pub and we needed to do expenses. A lie, or something like that. And then keep that as your actual group chat. Leave yourself in the other one. Keep it muted so you don't upset anyone, and then once a week on Saturday engage with the content. Don't bother about replying. That's what I'd do.
All right, and that's fairly
a
smart.
good structured answer, I would say.
I'd go. See, I think men and women are a bit different within group chats and how you'd leave it, because there is a situation with leaving a group chat, like he's saying, of getting screenshotted, getting all that sort of stuff. I feel like if women left a group chat, I don't want to be too gendered, but I feel like it'd be, "Oh, you okay? Is everything all right?" Whereas I think men are more like, "Why have you left the group chat? Get the foot back in there."
I'm probably not your typical. I am the worst person for messages to start with. I don't. Lucas, our producer, can back me on this. He caught a glimpse of my notifications the other day, and for anyone who's watching this that is somebody who knows me and has taken it personally over the years, I got a reply to my Instagram story the other day saying, "Why do you hate me? I've texted you." And I'm thinking, I'm not even going to reply to that.
Yeah, you haven't replied actually. Why do you hate me?
Yeah. We weren't going to do this here, Ted. We weren't going to do this here. But it drives me mad. I am just shit with messages.
Right.
And I get so overwhelmed, and I just get to a point where I'm like, I've been good in our group chat, I would say, no? Like, I think I've been pretty good.
Lucas, I'll admit
for
at the
me,
moment, Lucas
I've been
has
good.
doing the heavy lifting. We accept that.
Yeah, and
But we're
mine and
early
Ted's
doors.
splintered group is actually
Yeah, where have I got it?
God, it's actually fire over
We
there,
had
isn't it?
such a good weekend at Butlins, mate.
Yeah, when you accidentally put in the chat,
What's his
it's
name? this guy?
offensive,
Is it
man.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Just ignore
Right,
it, Chris.
Look at us, all of us, right now. Whose advice are you going to take? Who do you reckon? I think we all know whose advice you're taking. Yeah.
Sometimes
The guy
just
in the
because-
corner.
just because some people
Talk
have
to me.
it.
Talk to me, Chris. Talk to me.
That's
what
how
are you
we're
saying? Talk to me.
Gonna go into this segment every week. Talk to me.
My therapist glasses on. Right, well, hopefully we've sorted that. Anyway.
I don't even know what the answers were. Ignore, leave, delegate.
Yeah, I mean, if you want the right answer, Chris, I know this. Listen to me. Youth, new perspectives. Listen to it. This is experience isn't always right. Think Mourinho when he came back to Tottenham. He never was there in the first place. So thank you, Chris, for sending in. Please keep sending your messages in every week, and we'll try and help you in the helpful way we just have done.
Yeah, any excuse to get my glasses on, basically, is what we're after.
We'll all buy a pair of glasses for next week.
Right, so through the course of the season, as you can see, there's the three of us here, but every now and then we will be sending out our spies, some members of our team, up and down the country to the grounds to hear the opinions of those that really matter. The fans, the faithful, and every now and then, as we all know, the absolutely deluded. So let's see what the streets have been saying this week.
What is the best football song?
No, like it's Ibrahimovic song back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Unreal, yeah. Never walk alone, even though I hate to say it.
I do like you know, like stuff there. You never walk alone.
I think it has. I think it's going to sound controversial coming from a United fan, but I do respect.
Get that song off.
Liverpool. Sorry. It's just really good.
Thank you.
Euros, like you can slow there.
Three Lions. I'm forever blowing bubbles. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Got to be in it. I'm forever blowing bubbles, mate. Blues colour.
Yeah, Sweet Caroline for England.
There's United fans. It's not a United song. Stone Roses. North London forever. North London forever. Barking North London forever. I know. I can't believe it.
It's got to be North London forever, mate.
Good old Sussex by the Sea for me.
We can't beat Sussex by the Sea, can you?
Love will never tear us apart again.
I didn't get a word of that last one, did you?
No, I didn't actually.
Again.
Oh,
They
that
often
was
do it when
that.
Leeds were falling apart
Yeah.
again. Because initially on that video, the guy's like, you know, someone says a chant, but a song isn't a chant. They're
No.
different things. I've been thinking about this a lot because, once again, my show, Ted Milligan United Bunker 3 Pleasant Court at 9:45 and hopefully on tour afterwards, has intros with football music.
What a sell.
I have a load of football music beforehand. And so, do you mind if I tell you my playlist?
Go on.
We have On the Ball, Anton Deck.
Love that.
Very underrated song.
I was just going to massively underrated.
Really underrated,
Yeah.
really good song. And
Fucking awful.
No,
No, stupid
Lucas is
opinion,
having
Lucas.
none of
it's
it.
a classic.
No. It's a great song, and it does the thing that all good football songs do, which is just randomly name footballers for a bit.
Yeah.
And it describes the goal that gets us 5-1 up against Germany. At the end, it's...
It's I forget the names.
And Owen to go 5-1.
Lucas, can we get a bit of this over the top? Because there will be people who don't know this.
Yeah.
actually,
Put a bit of On the Ball on, and the music. They thought it was all over, but it's only just begun. The cup of Eastern promise in the land of the rising sun.
Right, I am sort of launching this on YouTube, but we are going to do Premier League predictions each week as well. And we're going to do it through the LeBOM app. So it's one way you can bet against your mates, basically. It's really good.
How's that work?
So I'll set up the league. I'll get it sorted for you. And then each week, we're going to do score predictions for each Premier League game that's on that weekend. And then there'll be a leaderboard at the end of the weekend, basically.
I like that.
And score predictions is in exact score, not just like win, lose, draw.
Well, so it's like a point system. So there's going to be a certain amount of points for if you get the result right, and then way more points if you get the actual score prediction right.
Right.
Okay.
So say I put Man United to beat Bournemouth 2-1 just out of the blue.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. You would get some points if Man United did win, but if they beat them 2-1, you'd get way more points. We're going to have a leaderboard. We're going to do this right across the season as well, actually.
Fantastic.
And just to add an extra, what we say, a little bit of spice, producer Lucas,
I cannot handle that. Yeah.
Producer Lucas is obviously going to keep an eye on what's going on at the top of the table, but more importantly, the bottom of the table, whoever comes last, we might do a little, like a forfeit at the end of the season, something like that.
Yeah, I think we've got some good ideas. We could do a massive one at the end. We might, pop a few in as we go. For example, Sarah can't handle the sun, so maybe we give her a bit of a Love Island spray tan. Who knows?
Yeah, Lucas could try. Sorry, not
take it.
Lucas. Ted could try my soggy pie as well.
Oh, buy me a drink first, mate.
I was going to say, there's something I didn't think we'd get on this
I'm
podcast.
not eating that. It looks horrible. And you guys have to watch one Plymouth Argyle match
Listen,
and
mate,
not turn the telly off.
I'm here for it. I've been through some pretty dire seasons in recent years. I'm there. I'm coming to Argyle with you.
I tell you what would be good for the forfeits, actually. We could actually do them on international breaks. Because we're all bored shitless on the international
Yes.
breaks.
Yeah.
And then once you get to the international break, we see where we're at in the league, and someone
That's
has to do
great.
a mini forfeit on the international break.
That's great. And
That's
the mini
good.
forfeit is you have to watch the international game.
The Nations League. You've got to sit through
mate.
90 minutes of it.
Well, so is it like an ACCA kind of vibe then?
Sort of like an ACCA in the sense that there is a winner, but it's someone from your group that takes all the money. So we'll set an amount that we put in each week. So what should we say? Each person
300 quid.
300 quid.
Yeah. Each person sticks a fiver in each week.
Yeah.
You happy
Yeah,
with
that'll
that?
do me.
And then whoever is the top of the leaderboard at the end of that week takes all of the money from that week.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. So £5 each,
Yeah.
and then we get a bit of the pot at the end. Does it just the person that wins gets it? So
Yeah.
you're not betting against the market or anything.
No, it's literally playing against each other.
Lush.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, don't, because the competitiveness, I can just.
This
I
is
can
the
feel
issue,
it.
because it's not
Yeah.
actually going to be about the money, is it? It's
No,
going to
it's
be
not.
about the fact
It's
that
the
we're playing
bragging
against
rights.
each other.
It's
Yeah.
the bragging rights, the
I think-
arguments this is going to cause, and I'm kind of here for it. I just hope I'm not the one sat at the
think-
foot of the table.
Yeah, no, you
Too close though.
you won't be. I think I'll be fine because I'm quite good generally at knowing scores. I have a feeling once a week about one score, and I'm always right at least one.
Mystic Meg over here in the corner.
Mystic Milligan, Mystic Mills.
As we know,
Mystic Mills.
I'm a vibes guy, so I will be just lumping on for whoever had the best memes that week. Whoever's had the best week on socials, I'll be going, yeah, no, they're going to win.
Who's got the best scran at the away games? You're like, go on, I'm giving you a 6-0 win.
Not bad.
I like this. I like the sound of this a lot because there is that, I'll even probably end up doing. My sisters and I get very competitive as well.
Yeah.
So you can have the little league, and as you said, the money kind of adds the little bit of a little bit of spice, like the forfeit. But it is about them bragging rights, and this is going to be what does the table carry through for the season, so it doesn't reset. It's like.
Yeah, so each week the money comes out. So whoever wins that week takes the money, but we will do sort of a league throughout the season for whoever's top of it as well. And the great thing is, it's not just going to be us. You can get involved at home as well. So if you fancy getting involved, get on LeBOM. We'll stick a little link on our socials where you can join our league. If you are backing yourself against me is fair enough, but I think Ted's arrogant with this.
I was going to
I'm not
say,
arrogant,
me
I'm
and
confident.
Pete will, Mystic Mills. Can you beat Mystic Mills? Can you top our? And what are we calling this this chat? By the way, are we going to go Pete's Soggy Pie?
Pete's Soggy Pie. Yeah, that's what our WhatsApp
Everyone
group's going to be
get down
called.
for a bit of Pete's Soggy Pie.
Yeah.
Join Pete's Soggy Pie.
Loads
I
of
like
people
it.
in Manchester have had it, and now you too can enjoy.
So yeah, keep an eye out for the link to join our league. You can get involved every week. We're going to do Premier League score predictions on the LeBOM app, where you can get a bet against your mates. You can bet against your family. You could set up your own league with your work colleagues or anything. Get involved.
Forfeits as well. Ideas for forfeits.
Oh yeah, we do need that.
For me or Pete.
That Mystic Milligan thing's going to really fuck me, innit?
Right, that is it for the Knockabout podcast for this week. If you have enjoyed it, give us a follow, rate us, tell your mates about us, spread the word.
We'll be back next week with more madness, more debates. Hopefully, no forfeits for me. Go and get yourselves a chippy Chinese.
Until then, enjoy the football. Don't take it too seriously. Don't buy a pair of glasses that make you look like a 2000s TV character that I've never heard of. And remember, it's only a crisis when you're in the bottom three.
See you next week.